Hi friends, today I'm changing the engine oil of my bike Royal Enfield Classic 350, and the oil which I chose is the Castrol 15W50 grade. I had no choice because I was looking for MOTUL, but I just felt let's try this time. So this is the oil. I'm just showing you the oil can, which is of a 2.5 liter. And now the wrenches required to change the oil quickly is you need to have a ring wrench of 18 and 19 number, and the size of the oil chamber bolt is 19, so we'll be using this 19 number wrench. And to open the oil filter we require the T-wrench, which is of 8 mm. So I hope you see this, and I've already purchased the oil filter as well, the basic oil filter which comes for all the RE 350 UCE engines. So ciao, now let's get ready to change the oil of my bike. So I've just cleaned the chamber underneath, so I hope you can see the chamber bolt. This is the bolt. I've cleaned it, and now I have to make it loose and remove the bolt and bring the old oil out. So I have a dish in which I'll be collecting the old oil. So let's get ready. Okay, I'm just removing the oil chamber bolt. Whenever you remove or change the oil, you need to heat up the engine a little so that the oil circulates, and then wait for some time and then change the oil. I have driven so far 3,800 kilometers this time with the previous MOTUL, same grade 15W50, which is a 3000 COT plus oil. Let the oil drain completely. We'll just wait for some time. I'm cleaning the chamber bolt because you can see there is a lot of sludge, so we need to keep it clean because this is a magnetic bolt. You have a magnet here and you can see the dust collected. Okay, so it's clean so far. So now let's keep this bolt aside. And now coming to the oil filter, opening the oil filter chamber. So this is the oil filter chamber, for which, as I told you, we need the 8 mm wrench. This is the one which I'll be using it. Yeah. So let's loosen all the bolts. First, let's open the oil filter cover. It's very easy to change the oil of this bike. Not only this bike, every bike, but we don't have time with our regular schedule as we work. So today I just planned out to quickly change this before I go to work, because it's been already 3,800 kilometers and now my bike seriously needs the new oil. Okay, so now you can see the old rubber o-ring. So this is the old rubber o-ring for this. As you're able to see, this is the o-ring for the oil filter cap. So I'll just keep this aside, and now I will be pulling out our old oil filter. Yeah, here it goes. So let the old oil drain out of this chamber as well. And as you can see, this is the packing which is used. Actually, this is a sealant. Basically we call it as anabond, which is used to seal the oil filter cap to make sure there are no leaks. Generally mechanics outside don't use this anabond for this thing. They say ho jayega, jugaad and all that, but right now no, we don't do it. We want everything perfect because we don't know where we travel. Anytime we get a plan or we think about something, we just move on. So now to drain out the complete oil, I'll start my bike for a few seconds. switch on the engine, never accelerate the engine. Let it run on the idle RPM, because there is a possibility of the engine getting choked, which again leads to a major engine repair. Okay, so while the oil drains out, meanwhile I'll just clean my oil filter cap and remove the sealant which is stuck to the cap. And you can see the O-ring. This is the O-ring. I've replaced this O-ring last time, and I don't think this time it needs a replacement, or else we have to replace if the oil leaks on high speeds. Whenever you accelerate, there is a chance of the oil leaking out. So please make sure this O-ring is intact. Okay, yep, it's done. So now let's open the oil filter. This is the new oil filter, and it's of Elofic company. So basically you'll be getting this oil filter even outside with the same brand and the same logo with a less price, but as it's marketing, Royal Enfield logo is over here. You can just see this. So this is of around I got it for a discounted price. This is 80 rupees MRP, but I got it for a discount for 65 rupees. It's a store near to my place. So let me clean this also. And my oil filter level glass, where we can see the level of the engine oil, is also cleaned. You are able to see there is no oil in the engine. It's very clean, and this is the minimum level and this is the maximum level. We need to always look at this while riding the bike. If the level drips, then we need to check why there is a drip in the oil. So let me clean the glass for a more good visibility. So whenever I clean my bike or wash the bike, I always look at this level to make sure the engine oil is good. Even the color of the oil is also known through this. If it is dark black or it's still fresh. Okay, now it's time to just put down my oil filter inside. So generally what people say is that they need to dip this oil filter in the oil, but I don't think it's required. So I'll just put it in. You can put either way, this way or this way, because there is no indication over here. So practically, so I'll just put it in, push it inside, and then this goes like this on this. So before I put this, I'll be sealing it with the sealant again. So just bear with me, let me just get my sealant. So this is the sealant which I'll be using, and a bond. This is actually a gasket sealant used for almost all the automobiles around, for cars and bikes, to seal their engine heads. So right now this is the best one, rest assured. So I already applied it. The sealant is already applied to my oil filter cap. You can see it. So this basically sealant creates a layer on the O-ring so that the engine oil doesn't leak and the cap is tight, intact with the engine chamber. So it's done. You can see this. So I'm putting this inside over here. I'm just tightening the bolts of the oil chamber. So there is a pattern of tightening these. We should do it evenly, all the three simultaneously. Make sure there is proper torque in each bolt. I don't know what is the exact torque that is used, because I'm just using it as I feel it is comfortable. When once I feel if it is tight, then I'll just stop. Make sure there are no leaks. Now I'll be putting back this bolt, which is called the sump bolt. People call it as oil sump. The basic mechanics call it as oil sump bolt. So this is the oil, which is close to 2.5 liters. I don't think there is a change or there is a decrease in my oil level. So now I'll be cleaning the chamber once again. So once it is clean, you can just put this bolt and fasten it. And now use this 19 number ring wrench to tighten it. Don't over tighten it, because you should be very careful in tightening this, because there is a chance of breaking as the chamber is of aluminium. It's done. Now let's clean the oil inlet cap. You can see I have not washed my bike. So once finished with the oil change, I will be going ahead and washing my bike. Basically I wash it myself, but today I'm just planning to give it outside for a pressure wash. So whenever you open this filler cap, please make sure the cap is completely clean, because there is a possibility of the mud and the small stones getting inside your engine, and that spoils your engine. So let me be quick enough. Yeah, it's cleaned. Yeah, so slowly hold this like this, remove it out. You might be able to see a lot of dust around the cap, so please make sure the cap is cleaned once removed. So I'll be cleaning this cap as well. It shines like new. Make sure the rubber o-ring inside is also intact, because if this is worn out, there is a possibility of the oil being splashed out. So please make sure it's good. Yes, it's clean, so I'll just keep it aside. And now I will be cleaning the inlet. I'll not be touching anything else, just this, because I'm just doing a basic oil change of my bike as the interval is close. So I will be using this funnel to pour my oil, which I always have, and please make sure this is clean. So I've already cleaned it and kept it aside, so I'm just keeping it this way. And now I will be opening my Castrol engine oil. So here it goes, my new engine oil inside my bike. Wow, look at the golden color. So this is a 2.5 liter oil can. Basically, as per the owner's manual, I think it is around 2.7 liters or 8 liters that has to be filled in RE350 Classic or any 350cc RE vehicles. Close the inlet with the cap, as we've already cleaned this cap. Okay, and then slightly tighten it. That's it, it's done. So now here we are able to see the oil level indicator, which is showing golden in color, where I hope you guys are able to see it. So previously it was blank and empty as I drained the old oil, and now it's fresh with the new oil, and you can see the maximum and the minimum levels clearly, and the oil is up to the limit. So finally we are done in changing the oil, and now let's crank the engine and then see. So now we will be just checking if there are any leaks, because I'm not a mechanic, I'm not that perfect in tightening the bolts. So I'll be checking if there are any leaks from the oil filter cover or the oil chamber bolt underneath. So far so good.